Hi, it's Chris from Duffy Floors, and we're back here in Somerville on this part 3 of the 3-part series of saving these old floors and recreating a border pattern that we had in this living room. You can see from this floor here, it's got some exquisite work that was done before. This was done, turn of the century up through the 1920s. And each one of these was hand cut and then put on a burlap back or a canvas back, and then they brought it into the job site and put it in and then top nailed everything. That's the way they were adhering it. So here we've got this great pattern in the bay, and we've got a nice Greek key border here that was existing. It was all under pretty in disrepair. It wasn't in great shape. And we had a section over here that was missing, totally missing, and I think you may have noticed that from the videos before when we were patching this in. But you can see, we used the same wood, the quarter sawn oak and the mahogany, and we blended everything in and continued the border pattern around to the corner block here. And this corner block, you may note that this was my first video when I was making this corner block up in my workshop. And then we continued the border around the turn here, and then it melded right into the original border that was here. So you can see the floor here is a little bit thinner. It started out as a 3/8 or 5/16 top nailed. It's now bound to about 1/4 of an inch, so it got pretty thin. We ran into a problem in the dining room here where the middle of the floor was pine, and it was less than 1/4 of an inch. It had some water damage. The boards were warped and cupped, and we really couldn't save it. So we opted to take out that very thin veneer pine and the subfloor that was underneath it. We put plywood back down and then a good 3/4 inch rift and quartered white oak floor on top of that. So this is a solid 3/4 inch floor that's made up right to marry the same height as the border that was in here. We didn't do any patching on this border. This was intact, it was in good shape, and we just sanded and refinished it after we did the work in the middle here. We worked on all the transitions you can see in the doorways and going into the kitchen. So if you've got an old floor, border patterns, inlays, medallions, patching that you need done, an old wall that was taken out, or just a void in the floor from stains, whether it be urine stains or water stains, give us a call. It's Chris from Duffy Floors, and you can give me a call at 781-395-3418, or check us out on the web at www.duffyfloors.com.